I've run a credit repair agency for years, and I've seen this happen way too often. One day your score is fine, the next, bam, drop by 100 points. And the worst part, most people don't even know they're making these mistakes. So today, I'm going to break down 5 of the most common credit mistakes that could cost you hundreds of points and worse still, thousands of dollars in the long run. But here's the kicker. Number 3 is a silent killer that almost no one ever talks about. So please stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid these traps and start fixing your credit the correct way. But just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative that you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that affects your finances. I promise you'll appreciate it. Now, buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So the single biggest credit killing mistake, late payments. And I'm not talking about forgetting once or twice. Even one late payment can stay on your report for up to 7 years. So why is this so bad? Well, payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. Miss a due date, and not only does your score drop, but lenders will see you as unreliable, making it harder to get approved for loans, for credit cards, even apartments. Now, here's how it happens. Your creditor reports it to the bureaus, and your credit score drops fast. You get slapped with late fees, penalty APRs, and other financial headaches. So how do you fix it fast? Well, here's a number of ways. Number 1, set up autopay. Even if it's just for the minimum payment, this guarantees you'll never miss a due date. Number 2, change your due date. Call your lender and move it to right after payday. Next up, negotiate. If it's your first offense, you can sometimes ask for a late fee removal. Now, I've made this mistake myself. Once forgot to set up autopay, and the next thing I knew, a late fee hit my account. So whatever you do, don't be like me. Set it and forget it. On to mistake number 2. So here we're going to talk about something that's easy to mess up: applying for too much credit too quickly. Every time you apply for a loan or a credit card, you get a hard inquiry on your report. And here's the problem. Too many inquiries at once can make lenders think you're desperate for credit. It lowers your average account age, which obviously hurts your score. And worse still, hard inquiries stay on your report for 2 years. So how do you fix it fast? Well, first of all, wait at least 3 to 6 months between applications. 6 months, by the way, is even better. Next up, and this is difficult, but ignore pre-approval offers. They're mostly marketing tactics, and applying can still hurt your score. The next one, also important: opt out of credit card mail offers. Visit optoutprescreen.com to stop getting them. Now, I've been guilty of this too. I once thought, let's see how many credit cards I can get approved for. Spoiler alert, it was a really bad idea. So think of credit like seasons. There's a time to grow it and a time to use it wisely. On to mistake number 3. Now, this one is something no one talks about, and it could be hurting your credit score without you even realizing it. And I'm talking about your credit utilization. Now, that's the amount of credit you're using compared to your total limit, and it makes up 30% of your score. And if your utilization is too high, your score will tank. Above 30% utilization, expect a score drop. Above 50%, that's a major red flag to lenders. Maxing out your card, or forget about approvals for a long time. So how do we fix it fast? Well, first of all, pretty obvious, keep utilization under 10%. That's the sweet spot for top scores. Next up, request a credit limit increase. Now, more available credit obviously means lower utilization. Next up, pay balances twice a month. Now, this keeps your reported balance low. Even if you pay your card off in full each month, if your statement balance is high when the bureaus report it, your score will take a hit. Now, this is one of the sneakiest ways people hurt their credit without even realizing it. Moving on to mistake number 4. Now, most people focus on just credit cards, but credit mix, having different types of credit, makes up 10% of your score. And this is what lenders want to see. They want to see a mix of credit cards, that's revolving credit, installment loans, such as auto loans, student loans, and mortgages. So if you only have one type of credit, you're missing out on easy points. But don't worry, here's how to fix it fast. If you only have credit cards, consider a small personal loan or even a credit builder loan. And if you have loans, open a credit card, but here's the warning, use it wisely. Aim for 7 to 10 primary accounts over time. Now, this will help you qualify for bigger credit lines, and there's no need to rush. Credit rewards patience, but if your profile is too thin, lenders won't trust you. Finally, mistake number 5. Now, if you want to ruin years of good credit, it's simple. Just close your oldest account. Now, let me explain why this is a disaster. It shortens your credit history, which makes up 15% of your score. It reduces your total credit limit, which in turn increases your utilization. So even if you don't use a credit card, whatever you do, keep it open, unless, of course, it's got an annual fee. Now, here's some remedies for this problem. Number 1, call your card issuer and ask to downgrade to a no-fee version. Use the card once or twice a year just to keep it active. And if you must close an account, do it strategically. I've seen so many people make this mistake. They pay off a credit card and then they close it, thinking it's a smart move. Guess what? It's not. Keep those accounts open. So here's my final thoughts. Now you know the 5 biggest credit mistakes that could be silently destroying your score, but what's the biggest takeaway? Well, here we go. Pay on time, space out applications, keep utilization low, build a strong credit mix, and keep old accounts open. So what's the one credit mistake you've made before? Let's help each other out. Comment below, please, because I read all your comments thoroughly. And if you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more credit tips, and share this with someone who really needs it. Your financial future starts today. Let's get that credit score moving up immediately. Have a great day, guys.